4, then right is step 2, 1, the right step and good mo. Mahala. Okay, alam. First 3.
While traveling in the Philippines, I got to know a group of men who call themselves sunflowers. The sunflowers are known throughout the province of Ilocos Norte for their performance of an annual Christian festival in drag. After spending some time with them, I was surprised by their seeming acceptance by the local community. This is their story. The town of Pasukin is located on the northern coast of the island of Luzon, bordering the South China Sea on one side and mountains on the other.
4, then right is step 1, the right step and good mo. Right to man step 2, right to man step and good mo, then right amin. Okay. Then exit. Mahala. Okay, alam. First 3. First 3.
The first Sunflower Festival was held in 1975.
During that year, the townspeople were very much curious about that because it was the first time that a certain organization being formed by the gays, and it's a purely gay organization, and that's why when we had that show for that on that particular night, all of the people flocked into the town, and as well as those living in remote areas, as far as the mountainside and in the seaside. They all came here to the town and just to watch us.
Our relatives was very curious enough. They even kissed us when we were in the parade, and they were really impressed. Is it you? Is it you? Oh, come on, it's you? May I kiss you?
Really you?
Is that really you?
Yeah.
You're just like a girl like that. And you could just imagine the whole family was supportive. Just like in my case, my mother came. He was the one who get my things for the program, my dress there. My father came, my sisters came. And we were all there.
What year were you Reina Elena?
I think 1979. 1979.
How is the festival different than it is now?
Well, mas simple noon kaysa ngayon. Mas bongga ngayon. Bale old generation pa noon eh. Ngayon, iba na ang mundo. Mas masaya ngayon.
Gusto mo laban niya ka na?
Yung mga iba pa noon, nagtatago sila, parang nahihiya. But now, ladlad lang kapa, walang pakialam. Pigsisigawan nila, oy, gay din ako. Parang ganon, very proud na sila na being a gay. They are very proud now of being a gay. Not like before, yung mga iba, some gays are nagtatago. Now, hindi na.
5, 6, 7, 8, move.
Kung isang bakla ka o gay ka dito sa Pilipinas, you consider yourself as a real girl. So, mas attracted ka sa tunay na lalaki, yung hindi gay.
The relationship is between a straight man and a gay. Unlike there in your place in the United States, that it is a gay to gay. It is a gay to gay relationship, right? in here it's not. It's a straight man and a gay.
Ay, ayoko ng bakla. Bakla na ako, bakla pang papatulan ko. Di, syempre, pagchichismisan kami dito.
Gusto na umamularo pa ka. Maganda video. Tsaka ayoko ng close-up siya na. Gusto ko yung naka-makeup ako.
Ang feeling ko parang tunay na babae. Masigit pa sa babae. Kasi lahat ng gamit ko puro pang babae. Kaya masigit sa pang babae ang alam ko sa sarili ko. Yoli, introduce.
Yoli's beauty parlor.
Tapos si drama.
In hair plus starring role.
Bongga ata ba yung may isa ka ma-interview ka?
Ano ba magat ng pelikula mo?
Ay, pinagtak sila ng panahon. Ewan ko sa sarili ko kung bakit naging bakla ako. Kasi inborn akong ganito, kaya hindi ko alam. Kung minsan nga, kung iniisip ko kung bakit ako naging ganito, iniisip ko ang sarili ko kung bakit ayaw ko ng babae, kalalaki kong tao. Kaya kung minsan naiisip ko rin parang rin akong abnormal kung minsan kasi kung sa babae wala talaga akong hilig sa babae, pero kung sa lalaki talaga doon ako nakakras ako sa lalaki, pero sa babae hindi. Kaya kung minsan naiisip ko parang din ako abnormal.
My father's gone already. My father has just passed away 14 years ago, and I'm living alone with my mom. And I'll try to open up everything to my mom, so that she knows what's going on with me, with my personal life and everything.
Atis yan, nararamdaman namin iba na ang kanyang pag yung pananalitan niya ganyan, nag-iiba na. Hindi naman kami kumikibo, baka ito sabi namin. Baka parang gumagaya lang sa kapwa niyang bata. Masama naman kung saktan mo siya para magbagong isip, baka ang ulo niya, pinabayan na namin. Sino hindi maano nga naman? Kaya sabi ko, inaano ko rin, kinukwento ko rin, lalo yung nandito sa kapitbahay namin dahil yung anak niyang dalagita, mga 11 years old na ata si Marie. Kapareho niyang, tumboy siya, bakla naman ito, pareho sila ng ugaling masilan sa pagkain.
When I was in grade 3, my father would like to buy for me a toy, the cowboy toy, the 2 guns with the hat, with the costume, the cowboy costume. But I refused. What I want was the dolly, and I cried in front of the bazaar because I just want to get the dolly, and my father got it, and we didn't get the cowboy toys.
Nagkikis ka ko namin.
Whenever I pass by, and then they usually tease me, bakla, bakla, like that, And at first, when I was a bit younger, I was so sensitive about that. So when I grew older and older, I just tried to shrug my shoulder. Who cares if I'm bakla? I don't care anymore.
Kinokontrol ko rin yung sarili ko because pinapagalitan ako ng parents ko. They don't like me to become what I am now, gay. They even spank me because they don't want to see me those, what is this, yung mga kilos na gano'n, yung kilos na isang bakla or... Kaya ini-scold nila ako. They don't want. Which is, I am trying to prove them na nag-change na rin ako. Kasi paminsan talagang laki na. Para hindi na nila ako wini-whip or hindi na nila ako ini-spank. Pero talagang wala eh. Talagang ang heart ko, ang feeling ko, it's talagang babae. About 6 minutes.
Alam mo, kung bakit ayaw namin sa bakla, tungkol sa kautusan ng Diyos, bawal ang bakla at saka tumboy. Yan yun, kasalanan yun.
Yun ang reason sa mga tao dito sa ayaw sa bakla. Kasi bawal sa Diyos, bawal sa Bible, ganon.
Dapat magpakalalaki sila. Kaya mga ito, mahina ang loob ang mga ito eh. Makakandang lalaki ang mga ito kung magpakalalaki sila.
Bad trip ka.
Kaya sila nagtunak lang mga ito, mahihina ang loob. Yan ang pinakamahilig.
Ayaw kinita. Bastos!
First time I had a relationship with men, I hide it to my parents, my brothers and sisters. But I told this to my friends, gay friends. Then I gradually convinced my parents to accept me in this way. They understand me. At first, they got angry with me. They even told me, why don't you marry a girl, and so that you will not be living together with a boy, the same sex. It's a sin. They even told me it's a sin. But I can't do anything. I cannot force myself. Though I have tried to, it's hard to change my identity, being a gay. But my parents understands me. And so with my brothers and sisters. They even say, just leave him that way. If he finds happiness in what he is doing, leave him that way. They even told me that.
Kung halimbawa may kapatid akong bakla, no? Una-una, gagawin ko siyang maging himan na lalaki. Pero pag wala akong magagawa, okay lang yun. Depende.
Matatanggap ka kung yun ang gusto niya, matatanggap
Oo, tatanggapin ko. Tatanggapin ko, kaso ginawa ko na lahat ng magagawa ko. Walang mangyayari. Di dapat ipabaya ko na sa kanyang gusto niyang maging.
Most of the sunflowers are Catholic and attend Mass regularly.
The parish priest here in Pasukin is a friend of mine, and even the last priests who have rendered their services here ever since I was in elementary, they accepted me or us gays as we are. Yes.
As members of the church.
Yes, as members of the church, as children of God.
I always give the benefit of the doubt to these persons coming to church, because if they come to church, you could naman conclude at least they have a straight way of life, they have a clear conscience, or they have the fear of God, and maybe they also shun away from doing these perverse kinds of actions.
Well, I belong to the Roman Catholic Church here in the Philippines, and I feel very much accepted by our church. I tried to confess before regarding my activity as a gay, and I was advised not to indulge with it because the priest said it is a sin, and I know it is a sin because that is according to the Bible, wherein the Catholic faith is based on. And what can I do if my feelings goes to that way of fulfilling myself? Anyway, God can understand, and I know He can forgive.
It's in Pasukin really that there are more. Maraming bakla. And only marami, they are organized. It's only in Pasukin where they are organized. They have a group, Sunflower. The other towns, they have may mga bakla rin, pero not as organized as Pasukin. Because even other towns go to Pasukin to see this celebration there. The gay Santa Cruzan celebration. They go there. Only they're prominent there. They're really para bang in Pasukin, para bang it's okay. They are being accepted there as an organization, civic organization. Santa Cruzan, it's actually the celebration trying to recall Saint Helen, and it's there that maybe we could say that allowing the Sunflower to do this thing, it's really destroying the real meaning of the Mayflower Festival Santa Cruzan.
Preparations for the festival began months in advance.
Ay, siya na, dahil kurang day. At mabatid mo? Nag-earners? Ay, ala, thank you. Ala, nagsaya at ka. Baya, sa conservative,
Pader.
Ay, diyan. Ito ka, kapaspasit na.
Diyan ka lang.
Binot na yan. Dalawa ang ng bali ang sa gay at saka yung mga...
Anong mas popular? Yung sa
Yung sa gay kasi nakakatawa dahil mga bakla. Diba?
So mas maraming tao pumunta kung gay lang. Ganon.
Pareho rin.
Saka mas maganda ang damit kami. Yung mga gay. Mo taglaban to ako.
Anong iniisip ang mga tao dito?
Wala, masaya rin sila. Lalo kung na kung araw, anong buwan ng Mayo at saka December, lahat na sila nagbibigay ng kasayahan dito sa Pasukin. Dahil sa mga program ganun.
It's good if they are all beautiful, if they are all handsome. It's really good thing to look at how they dress, but many don't really, they look bad. That's why people go to see, because they laugh at them. Many are there to ridicule, maybe some of them just to ridicule, to see, to
you can be criticized, you are being criticized, or you are being rejected as like that. Then sometimes they made gays as laughing stocks. So we are trying to prove to the people here in Pasukin that we're not liabilities, we are assets.
In the 3rd century, Saint Helen, known in the Philippines as Reina Elena, and her son, the Roman Emperor Constantine the Great, journeyed to Calvary in search of the Holy Cross, the actual wooden cross used by the Romans in Christ's crucifixion.
There was a miracle that happened. They saw the cross near the bridge, a cross and a word printed, I think in the clouds, in hoc signo vinces. And then that's the time when Constantine the Great became a Christian. Then he made a crusade to find the Holy Cross in the Holy Land, and his mother was the first to find the cross, Queen Helena.
A different gay man portrays Saint Helen at each festival, agreeing to pay for many of the festival's expenses in order to be crowned queen.
Ay, gaya nung nag-reyna siya, ba? Nagpatay pa ako na isang baboy para sa mga kaibigan niyang nagpupunta ritong lalo kung parid yan. Yung mga maestro dyan na pupunta sila rito, hindi naman masama ang kanilang pag-iisip. Hindi rin ako parang masaya na rin ako. Ganyan.
One friend of mine was saying that in their town, kung bakla is really ostracized, is really set aside this. They even ridicule these persons. But in Pasukin now, because some in Pasukin, some members of the group are professionals. They work in schools, they work in government. They are there. They really are in the community.
The older gays are professionals. I think they have influenced us. They are doctors, they are principals and nurses. So whenever we meet them, they always talk about life. They are giving us advices, and of course we believe in them because we know they are successful.
Nonelo, known as Mamang, is the oldest member of the Sunflowers.
Marami na mga newcomers na naman ngayon. At saka napapansin natin ngayong mga bakla, they are educated, they are very advanced in their studies. At saka they are asset in the community. They could equal to any other organization. And that's the thing we appreciate very much. Gusto nila talagang malaiwan yung makipantay sila sa mga iba't ibang ori ng mga tao. That's why they are working hard. Of course, many are specialized in hair science, in dressmaking, but they really excel.
In terms of our profession, I think gays are doing better.
Many of the Sunflowers teach at the Ilocos Norte Agricultural College.
Now, what is environment? Actually, teaching was not my ambition before. My ambition before was to be a medical student. I want to take medicine. But you know, life is too hard. Now, your heart is the same as true with the water pump. So what does the heart? It pumps blood.
There is no industry in Pasukin. Most families survive by fishing, farming small plots of land, or running family businesses. Many rely on money sent from relatives working abroad. When his father passed away, Badong was offered a job at the power company in Manila where his father had worked.
Sayang na walang papalit sa kanyang pwesto. Hindi naman nila ipupwesto doon sa mechanical na trabaho. Sa opisina siya. Alam mo ang sagot niya, ay nako, sir, mahina ako sa math.
They wanted to place me, to put me in the position which I didn't like. Because they wanted me to take up commerce, which I'm not inclined. That's why I refused. I refused the job offered. Okay, face your partners.
Now he teaches physical education and dance at the local high school and is known as the town's choreographer.
Forward, backward, change, place. And 1, 2, 3, tan, 2, last one.
If a company you're applying to know that you are gay, as if there is a discrimination between the straight men and the gay people who wanted to work in some offices. So most gays wanted to work in the parlor because there they can do anything they want for themselves. Because in the parlor there's no time pressures there. You go to the parlor anytime you want. You go out, you check out anytime you want, like that.
Original plan is to take up nursing because I really love wearing white. But then, due to financial problem, I just only take commerce.
Sefi works as an exotic dancer in Japan and has saved enough over the past 10 years to buy a house for his family.
They have a search for Miss Gay Philippines beauty contest for gays. And I went and joined that contest. And sa awa ng Diyos, I was one of the winners before. I'm still beautiful before, actually. Still young. So, there are plenty of Japanese promoters watch that gay beauty contest. So, after the show, all the winners, promoters came to us and sabi nila kung gusto namin mag-apply being a gay entertainer in Japan. Unang gabi, kunting takot kami. Pag may mga customer pumunta, medyo, pero smile lang kami, gano'n. Hindi namin pinapakita. Tapos, I do the solo show. Like striptease, you know. Then, if I do the striptease show, I go to table by table, like that. Then, this man give me a plenty of tips. And he even inserted here. Like that. Oh, he said, thank you. So, after the show, we make bola-bola with customers. And most of the Japanese customers wants us to, experience. They invited us for a date. And we even go out with them to hotels. Of course, that extra money.
My boyfriend usually comes and he really wanted me to serve him as his woman, like that. He usually asks me, please serve, and also I really appreciate that because.
And I love doing it.
Yes, I love it.
You love doing
Wash
it.
his clothes, cook his food, everything you have to do it.
Because of the Filipino culture that women preserve their virginity to the men they're going to marry. That's why these Filipino guys tend to involve in sexual relationships with gays, with us gays.
Sometimes they like us because of just to satisfy their sexual desire, or sometimes they like us maybe because of money. Yeah, we actually I am giving money if they ask, but there are also other guys who do not ask. They just only want to stay in bed with me, play sex. After all, no more.
Sabagay, yung wala kang pera, ayaw ka ng mga lalaki. Di ba? Pera muna, bago magsaya. Di ba? Kung wala kang pera, walang saya.
Kain o ang kwarta mo yan.
Kung nagkatawan, no money, no honey. Di ba? Kung mas marami kang pera na naman, siyempre, ang dami, mas pugi. Kung kanong klaseng pugi, sige, makuha mo. Bibigyan mo ng ganyan, okay?
Maraming kabataan dito na walang ginagawa, kaya pinapansin mga bakla. Yun. Tanungin muna lang kay Yuli kung anong susunod.
Palagi open sila.
Lagi.
Kahit anong oras.
Kahit anong oras.
Anong gagawin mo kung gusto mo? Pupunta sa bahay nila, pupunta sa plaza, saan ka pupunta kung gusto mo?
Diyan na lang sa tambayan nila.
Anong bayad nila para sa iyo? Anong makano?
Depende kung anong bayad. Drinks muna.
Ay, drinks muna. Yung Hinebra, yung San Miguel beer, ganon.
Oo. Saka pumunta sila rito may kasama ng itlog. Pampalakas ng tuhod daw. Sabi nila. Ang numero 1 si Yuli.
Basta! Numero 1 si Yuli, basta!
Lang, pagka ganitong pagdating ng gabi, ewan ko kung anong ginagawa nila sa plasang nag-gaanuhan dyan. Di kung humanap na lang sila ng babae at mag-aasawa na lang sila. Di ba?
Nung ako nga magpaspasyer ta plaza kadwa kay barkada agtutuwa kami ta sweet dadamat aglabas nga mabakla saan to agsit at ayaw banda kami ibang tuwad dahil barkada may nga sumurot kami
Diririin po.
Unlike many of the other sunflowers, Sephi has a long-term relationship and has been living with his boyfriend for 7 years.
You know, our relationships, it lasts long because I think I am doing all the positive things. What is this? Bilang isang babae, as a real lady, ginagawa ko lahat ang mga posibilidad na magpapaligaya sa kanya na ako ay isang tunay na babae. So, itong live-in ko naman, this live-in of mine, nakikita naman niya ang yung mga things na ginagawa ko sa kanya. Kaya siguro na-appreciate niya. So, nai-love na rin sa akin. Ang reason lang, ang isang bagay lang ang hindi na bago sa akin, yung organ ko. Pero, the way I care, my feelings, everything, babae talaga, para kami mag-asawa. One thing lang ang hindi pwede, yung pagbubuntis ko. Yun lang. Meron siya, before, meron siyang girlfriend noon. May boyfriend before, meron siyang girlfriend noon. Tapos yung girlfriend niya, selusa. Kasi nalaman niya na may relation kami. Pinagpili ko siya. You choose one of us. Sabi ko, me or your girlfriend. So if you choose your girlfriend, it's okay for me. But he chose me. So, from that time, sinabi ko sa sarili ko, mas may karapatan pa pala ako sa mga ibang babae. May mas karapatan pala ako sa isang ibang babae. Kasi kahit tunay sila at ako'y isang gay lang, napapatunayan ko na ang isang lalaki pala ay pwedeng mahalin ang isang katulad ko.
But Sefi's situation is unique, and as many gay men in Pasukan get older, they begin to think of marriage in order to have a family to take care of them in their old age.
I have already accepted that there's no permanent relationship with a man because you cannot give everything to him.
They're having the relationship sometimes both at the same time, to gays and then to women, and sometimes one after the other.
Does he tell you about his boyfriends? Does he bring his boyfriends here? Para sa kumain? Kilala mo ang mga boyfriend niya? Hindi na.
Meron akong nararamdaman. Meron. Kaya hindi na lang ako kumikibo. Basta wag lang sila mag-aaway.
Kasi dati may boyfriend ako, 9 years kami nagsama. Kaya lang, kinasal na siya. Kailan lang, noong January 15, kinasal. Bago ko siya in-steady kasi sinabi ko sa kanya, pwede kang mag-asawa sa babae kung yung makakatulong sa iyo. Kasi yun ang prinsipyo ko pag may lalaki ako, pag may boyfriend ako. Hindi ko siya nihigpitan.
Pero ang ano ko sana ngayon, dahil matanda na ako, mag-asawa sana siya. Basta, piliin niya yung ano niya, baka kukwartahan lang siya. Di ba?
Wala namang pera.
Ay.
Gusto mong mag-asawa ng babae?
Natural kung lalaki, kukwartahan lang siya. Di ba? Oh, naku.
Hanyo kang kaya agasawa ak? Di agasawa kas jay? Plan for... She likes it very much, but it depends on me. The decision lies on me.
Ang sasabihin ko, pag una akong mamatay, kawawa siya. Ito nasanay sa spoiled. Sa trabaho. Alam mo, ang dami nagsasabi sa akin, ay, hindi ikaw maglalaba. Sabi mo sa kanya, siya maglaba ng damit niya. Paano? Ilang beses magbihis ng isang araw. Oh.
I have friends here who got married to a woman, but they are really bakla. In fact, nakakahanap din. Nakakahanap din kahit sila may asawa. The moment they are in the house, they think that they are husbands because they have a wife. But the moment they are out, they think that they are women. Well, that's the life nga gusto nila. Pero sa atin, sa aking sarili, dahil bakla ka na eh. Huwag na lang mag-asawa. You just accept that you are your sons.
Ma'am, ganda mo.
Ate, gabak yun na ituloy po. Nagnuta na
Being a gay, you should accept the truth. And of course, that problem, you have to face it intellectually. You have to accept it. There's no alternative, just to accept it.
Wala.
The festival begins with a procession of biblical and historical figures known as sagalas. Señorita represents the influence of colonial Spain on the Philippines. The sunflowers often add to the list of traditional Santa Cruzan characters, inventing mythical figures with contemporary references.
The reason why we do not follow the traditional is that, of course, the costumes, or let's say the biblical costume, it's very similar like that.
Mary Magdalene.
And nobody wants to portray Mary Magdalene or the Holy Family. So we just created a part in the program which is not in the traditional, just to expose the fashionable clothes.
Even those little kids, nagpa-participate na ngayon, not like before. Yung mismong mga parents pa nila ang nagbibigay sa amin, iparte nyo ang anak namin, like that.
After the traditional crowning of St. Helen, the festival continues with a fashion show and amateur talent acts.
lumabas yung mga talents ng bawat isa sa mga sunflower. Yung mga naipropromote namin ang mga talents namin sa mga tao.
We have to prepare ourselves for the coming days. Not because that you are bakla, hindi ka naman capable na mag-equal sa mga ibang klaseng tao. Masabi ko na lang, we have to behave properly. We should learn to establish our good PR to the people in the community. Yung pang marami tayong kaibigan. Tsaka ihanda natin ang ating sarili. Maghanda tayo para sa rainy days. Kasi we cannot avoid. Sinasabi sa kanila, kapag mayroon silang pera, hindi naman gagastusin lahat. Mag-ipon upang kung kinakailangan, hindi na blame yung mga kapatid, yung mga magulang dahil kayo yung nagkakaroon ng pera, ginagastos mo lahat sa lalaki. Hindi naman, kailangan maggastos sa lalaki, pero hindi man lahat ibibigay.
We should be open to ourselves. We have to accept what we are, and probably we still have a nice life for us.
Ako, kung minsan nga iniisip ko rin na parang abnormal ganun ba? Dahil siyempre, bakit masisisi ko ba ang sarili ko kung talagang ito ang kaligayahan ko, di ba? Kaya hindi nyo ako masisisi na naging ganito ako. Dahil naging bakla ako, masaya ako dahil may talent naman ako. Yun lang.